Welcome to today's explainer. You can almost feel the electricity radiating right from the jump, can't you? Today, we're unpacking a moment that completely transcends the pitch. We're looking at this really powerful micro-story of two absolute titans, guys who share a staggering 13 Ballon d'Or trophies between them. We're going to analyze a brief text that captures the very essence of, well, arguably the greatest rivalry in modern history, Cristiano Ronaldo versus Lionel Messi. Now, whether you follow the sport religiously or you barely watch a game, the sheer gravity of this text offers an absolutely incredible study in human trauma.
Okay, let's dive into this. What actually turns a simple match into a legend? Like, is it just the final scoreline, the trophies on the line, or is it that intense human drama that unfolds when two seemingly unstoppable forces collide head-on? The text we're examining today distills this exact phenomenon into just a few incredibly powerful sentences, and it shows us exactly how a purely physical game elevates into something almost mythic. The source material sets the stage immediately, and it does it brilliantly with just 3 words: tonight, all eyes. Notice how the author doesn't even need to clarify whose eyes, right? Or where they're looking from. It implies this complete global standstill. It's like millions, maybe even billions of people just completely pausing their daily lives to bear witness. This text really highlights the sheer immense weight placed on this specific clash. It's a quick reminder that when these two figures meet, literally the entire world stops to watch. Act 2, the physical battle. Let's move to and see how this builds. We transition super rapidly from that sense of massive global anticipation straight into the raw, visceral conflict on the field. The source doesn't waste any time on the mundane details, actually. It zeroes right in on the kinetic, physical battle defining this whole encounter. The text breaks down the action for us in this crazy, rapid-fire, 3-step sequence. Step 1, Ronaldo's sword with a breathtaking header. Right off the bat, the text paints this vivid picture of supreme athleticism and aerial dominance. But then we hit step 2. In the final moments, Messi battled back. And man, this perfectly captures that relentless, grounded tenacity and just the sheer willpower to overcome a deficit. And finally, step 3, the climax of this whole physical clash, only for Ronaldo to block him. It's literally a perfect, concise 3-act play happening within a matter of seconds. We're given this totally impartial, perfectly balanced play-by-play of their opposing strengths clashing directly against one another. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the profound linguistic contrast hidden right beneath the surface here. When we look closely at the specific verbs and nouns assigned to each player, this fascinating pattern emerges. On the left side, Ronaldo's actions are framed in these highly physical, spatial terms, right? He soared, he blocked. He's presented as this impenetrable physical barrier, a total athletic marvel. Meanwhile, on the right side, the text frames Messi through a deeply emotional, internal lens. He battled back, and it speaks of his dreams. It's a really fascinating duality deliberately set up by the author, the unstoppable physical force meeting the unyielding emotional spirit. Act 3, Shattered Dreams. But, the physical game is really only half the story. As the whistle blows and that massive exertion grinds to a halt, the emotional reality violently sets in. The adrenaline fades away, leaving only the stark consequence of the result. The text shifts entirely here, completely pulling us away from the roaring stadium and bringing us right into the intimately quiet, devastating aftermath of the clash. So the crucial point is this: you shattered my dreams. Just let the immense gravity of those written words hang in the air for a second. This is no longer just about losing points on a scoreboard. This is profoundly personal. The source material uses this direct, devastating quote from Messi to elevate the entire moment. It takes it from a mere sporting defeat all the way up to the level of deep human tragedy. It's raw, it's vulnerable, and it is just incredibly human. Act 4, An Eternal Legacy. Which brings us to the final act. The author flat out refuses to let this moment remain a simple recap. Instead, the narrative expands out, cementing exactly how this single interaction weaves into the larger fabric of history. It shows us how the physical battle we saw earlier, totally combined with the emotional fallout we just felt, merged to create something truly immortal. And this brilliantly illustrates the ultimate takeaway from our source text. We've got a story of passion, the weight of dreams, and 2 legends remembered forever. The author explicitly states this isn't just a match. It defines the entire event through these core pillars. You have unmatched passion, the crushing weight of personal dreams, and the absolute guarantee that these 2 legends will be remembered forever. You see, their rivalry transcends the physical boundaries of the pitch because it so perfectly reflects our most fundamental human struggles: ambition, defeat, and that relentless pursuit of greatness. In the end, is it the physical victory or the emotional journey that truly makes a legend forever? As we wrap up this explainer, I really want to leave you with that final thought to ponder. Look at the incredible depths we've unpacked today from such a brief piece of text. What do you think it is? Is it the physical victory, the soaring header and the final decisive block? Or is it the emotional journey, the shattered dreams and the relentless, undeniable passion that truly makes a legend live on? Honestly, maybe it's only through the collision of both that true greatness is forged. Keep that duality in mind the next time you witness two titans clash. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope this empowers you to always look for the deeper narrative hiding just beneath the surface of things we watch.